Hi, how's it going, gang? Victoria here, and I'm going to do another Victoria. Um, Today's subject is going to be, it may be very, very discomforting for people out there to hear this, but by now people ought to know that I don't hold back how I feel and what I believe in and what I want out of life. I don't sugarcoat things. When I say sugarcoat things, I don't make things sound different than they really are. I say how things are, at least on my perspective and how I feel about things. Okay? So you're not going to get any sugarcoating here. You're going to get how I feel things should be and what I believe in. That's what I always do here. Okay? Today's subject is going to be, like I said, get ready for this one. Kind of fits in with the holiday of Christmas. Religion and God. Okay? That's today's title. First of all, I want people to know that I do believe in God. And I do believe in Jesus Christ. Okay? But I interpret them differently than how people seem to represent them by the books that have been written and what has been said throughout the centuries about these people and about God. I believe it's been distorted greatly over the years and made to fit how we live here. I mean, first of all, who says that God is a man? I mean, he could be female as well. He's probably both. I mean, it's said that we are made in God's image. If that's true, I guess I wouldn't be female, would I? Because if people think that God is a man, then I guess whatever, you know. I am female. So, and I believe God is male and female and everything else in between. He can do anything he wants. He's God. Okay? Now, when it comes to Jesus Christ, I'm not going to do much preaching here. I'm just going to give you a little history about how I feel about things. Okay? I'm not trying to preach to you at all about this. They say he's the Son of God. Okay, fine. All right, he came down to earth as a male and lived his life, and he went back to heaven afterwards. Okay? I believe in Jesus Christ, but I don't believe some things that were written about him. I believe, like anything else in the Bible or any other book, the Quran, whatever religion, whatever faith you belong to, I believe a lot of it was written by men because males have always had control of this world. They think they own it. So they put it in the perspective of them. And then women, in most cases, it's changing slightly, it's getting better, have been treated as secondary, as coming from men. Okay? I'm sorry, but I don't believe that Eve came from a rib of a man. No. I'm sorry. That was a story I believe that was made up to fit how things are. I mean, even way back when, way back in time. I mean, that was their type of entertainment in movies. I mean, they didn't have movies. They didn't have theater. Well, they did kind of, but not the way it is today. And So they dramatize things and everything to make things fit the way life is between how people are brought up to perceive things. That's how things were written. I mean, it's the beginning of time. If women controlled the world, you would see it totally different. Jesus Christ would probably be a woman. You know, God would probably be female. They would represent it's a her and not a him. But since men always rule the world, this is the way it is. There are some cultures that see it differently. Not many, but there are a few. Okay? This is going to be kind of long. Let's talk about, when I talk about religion too, I'm talking about, if you look at most of the religions, they're all basically the same. Unless you're going with a religion with Satan worshippers or devil worshippers, and yes, it's going to be a bit different, you know. I mean, they still have the same thing, you know. You obey me and you'll get power and you'll get, it's like the theme of all the religions, and that is, you follow what I believe in, and you're going to get what you want. Okay? The difference between devil worshipping or Satanism or whatever you want, first of all, I don't really approve of it. Whatever, that's not me. Okay? Because they may have some good intentions, but in the long run, it's evil, it's bad. Okay? And that's my opinion. I mean, the only difference between that religion, if you want to call it a religion, and Christianity or Buddhism or Muslims or whatever, is it comes down to they believe that you should that you can have a good life or a happy life or get your pleasures here on earth. You don't have to wait till you die to get it in an afterworld. All the other ones, Christianity, Buddhism, whatever, Muslims, they all believe that this is a training ground down here. Yeah, this is where we kind of, you know, learn things. And as long as we obey what the Almighty says, we're going to get a nice life afterwards in heaven. But the key thing here is that we got to die first before we get to what we want in life. To get the Shangri-La, the Garden of Eden, the Utopia. I'm sorry, but I don't believe this. I mean, this has been brainwashed into society and into humankind since the beginning of time. There are reasons for this. You know, I'm not going to go into the reasons for it, but there are reasons for it, the way it's done this way. Many say that you can't have utopia here, you can't have it. This is just a training ground. This is, it can't happen, you know. But if you follow the rule, if you follow and obey the laws of God, you're going to have it afterwards. And if you don't, well, you're going to suffer, you're going to go to hell, or whatever. I'm sorry, but I don't totally believe in that. I mean, I'm not going to apologize, I'm sorry, I shouldn't even say sorry. Because this is what I believe in. I believe that we could make this earth a utopia. We could make it a Garden of Eden. Again, okay? It was here at one time until we got cast out, okay? If you believe in that, the old Bible. I believe the reason why it's not happening is because people in humankind has been brainwashed to believe that it cannot exist here on this earth. Only when you die are you going to get your just reward, whether it's heaven or hell. I'm not saying that after you die, it's going to continue. It'll continue in another plane somewhere or another existence. But it will continue. I believe in an afterlife. But I believe that you could enjoy and you could have utopia here on earth now if you really want to. But it's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a miracle. It's going to take a big miracle. Because it has never really happened before on this planet before. It's because of the way people are brought up to believe. I love religion, okay? That's fine. I mean, but I believe it's just, it's good. We got excellent concepts, but I believe it's written by men. And it's just the way it is and it's interpreted not the way I believe it should be interpreted. Okay? People say, why do you keep trying to change the world? I mean, it's getting better. They say, oh, they say it's getting better. Is it? Is it really getting better? Is there less crime? Is there less murders? Is there less lust? Is there less greed? Is there less lying, cheating, wars, pain, suffering, unhappiness? Is there less now than there was 3,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago? As far back as time goes by where people ruled on this planet? No, it hasn't changed one bit. Not really. And you want to know why things have not really changed here over the centuries? Because humankind, the way they see things, human behavior has not changed. Yes, we got a lot more technology now, more conveniences, more luxury, I mean more easy ways of living, better ways. And yes, there's a lot more knowledge now on what's around us than there used to be. More openness. But basic human behavior has not changed. It's the same as it's always been. I mean, people may say that, well, biologically and instinctively, that's the way we are. Bull. I'm sorry, for baloney. I don't believe that. I mean, I don't instinctively want to have sex with somebody because, you know, I mean, to increase the population of the world and have some guy give me a child or whatever. Or a guy's got to have sex with you in order to produce a child, to keep the population going, you know, and the way things are. Sorry, I don't believe it totally. If you want to be brainwashed to believe that, fine. That's nice. There are people here that, you know, men and women, never increased the population in the world. And they could have. Does that make them? I mean, what happened to their instinct? I mean, what happened to their behavior? I mean, why is it that they decided not to? I mean, if it's instinctive and out of control, I mean, there's no way to control it. Wouldn't they have it? Or try? I'm sorry. Not the way it works. We are the way we are because the way we've been conditioned by society over the years. The way things have been written, spoken, and believed throughout history. I mean, I'm sorry again to say this, but we could have a utopia in this world. We could eliminate pain. We could eliminate suffering. We could eliminate all that's bad in this world. It can be done. But it's not being done because human behavior is not changing. Nobody wants to have the courage to try to change the way things are. There are some that do try. But not many. Not many at all. And the religions, they're not helping any, really. Because their concept is that we're not supposed to have that here on this earth. Utopia and all that kind of stuff. Not supposed to have it. You're supposed to be going through all these sufferings and pains and tribulations. It's a test. So when you die, you go to a good place or you go to a bad place. I don't believe it. Again, I'll say that again. I don't believe it. People woke up. Enough of people, more people than they do today, would take charge of their lives, encourage, and really want to make a change in this world, really make it better, like I do. I'm considered a crackpot, living in a fantasy world because of what I do. If what I do makes me that, then I'm very proud to be who I am. I don't care. I'm trying to make a change. And I have belief that it can be done. It has to start with one. And then it multiplies. It has to start somewhere. That's what I'm coming down to here. Okay, maybe I do believe I've been chosen to be the one to make these big changes. Huge changes. Never been accomplished at all. But I believe I can do it. Okay, come on, take me away. Lock me up or something because the way she's talking, she's going to flip out and start doing some stupid things. I would never do that. It's against my nature. I could not do it, even if I tried. Okay? So, I'm just saying this. If you want to have utopia down here on earth, you have to make a change. You have to make it happen. Feasibly, is it going to work? Probably not 100%. But it has to start somewhere. We could definitely make it better. We could definitely make a lot of things better. But you have to try. You have to take an attempt to make things happen. Sitting back and just waiting to die so you get a better life somewhere else, or waiting for somebody else to do the work for you, nothing will change. I mean, Christmas is the time of love and peace and all that. Christmas should be every day of the week. My opinion. Or any other holiday that praises love, peace, understanding, goodness. That should be traveled. That should be used every day of the week. not just for a certain holiday. I love you all. Victoria will always love you. Now people say to me, how could you love everybody? I just do, okay? You know? And if somebody hurt me bad, or whatever, would that change my values, or whatever? No. I would feel sorry for them. I feel pity for them. But I wouldn't hate them. I wouldn't like the way they live. I just feel very sympathy for them. Very sorry for them. I hope I touched some people's hearts today. Because what I do is very important to me. Yes, I like to do other things like modeling and looking pretty or whatever. I try to look the best I can for what I have and what God has given me in my life. And being pretty and being attractive and being popular is not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It all depends on how you use it. You could use it for good, for understanding, for love. Or you could use it for pain, greed, selfishness. You know, it's a choice that you have to take in life if you want to get these things. I've made my choice. Victoria loves you all. And, you know, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to all my friends, or any other holidays coming up. Merry everything. Merry, happy, happy, happy everything. Okay? But please, let's not use a holiday as an excuse to try to be better. Don't use an excuse that, you know, it's not Christmas, so I don't have to worry about doing this, or, you know, or making a New Year's resolution to do something later on in life when you could easily do it now. Act now. Because if you don't act now, chances are you're not going to act. Postponing is only an excuse for not doing what you really have to do or want to do. In most cases. Again, Victoria's got to go. I talk too much. I love you all. Peace, love, and keep on smiling. I love you.